Have you ever realized that some women don't flirt in an obvious, direct way? Instead, they quietly observe and test your awareness, especially if you're a man over 50. Around you, their behavior can feel slightly different. They don't want to appear needy or too available, so rather than saying exactly what they feel, they rely on subtle questions, signals that most men completely overlook. When a woman feels even a small spark of attraction toward a mature man, she will almost always ask two specific questions. They're like hidden messages right in front of you. Before we get into those, take a second, like the video, and drop a comment if you've ever missed a woman's signal and only understood it later. It happens more often than you think. Many men over 50 start believing they become invisible to women, whether younger or their own age. But that's not the reality. In many cases, mature men become more attractive over time, once they understand how women actually communicate. The real problem isn't women, it's misinterpretation. It's assuming she's just being polite when she's actually showing interest. Women rarely express attraction in a direct way. Instead, they observe your emotional stability, your presence, and your ability to read between the lines. When a woman begins to see you as someone she could trust, emotionally, physically, personally, her behavior shifts. Small talk turns into intentional curiosity. Her questions start revealing deeper things, your emotional openness, your inner strength, and whether you can recognize her interest. This is where those two key questions come in. Many men over 50 expect clear signals because they grew up in a time when communication felt more direct. But emotionally mature women today often express attraction indirectly. Instead of saying, "I like you," they ask questions. It's safer. It protects them from rejection and emotional discomfort. And here's the important part. If you miss these signals, she usually won't repeat them. Women rarely open that door twice in the same way. Think of it like this. Men often show interest through actions, helping, guiding, protecting. Women, on the other hand, often show interest through thoughtful, intentional questions that hint at emotional closeness. And there are two questions that consistently show up when a woman feels subtle attraction toward a mature man. First, understand this. She's not asking out of simple curiosity. She's sensing your emotional state. She wants to feel whether you're open, grounded, and confident, or distant and unavailable. The first question is about emotional space, not your schedule, but your inner world. She's trying to figure out if there's room for her in your life. Without saying it directly, she's asking, are you emotionally open or closed off? The second question is about direction, not just your job or daily routine, but your purpose. She wants to know if your life has clarity, stability, and momentum. Women don't invest emotionally in men who feel lost. They're drawn to men who feel grounded and self-assured. So when she asks these questions, she's not just gathering information. She's imagining what it would feel like to be close to you. A woman might feel physical attraction, but she only moves closer when she senses emotional safety and stability. These questions become even more important after 50. Why? Because many women assume a man at this stage already has an established life. So before getting closer, they check if there's space for them, or if he's emotionally unavailable. These subtle questions are her way of testing compatibility. If you miss them, you miss the moment she quietly opens the door. Now here are the two questions. The first one sounds simple. Do you spend a lot of time alone? On the surface, it feels casual, but psychologically, she's asking, are you open to connection, or do you prefer isolation? Is there emotional space in your life? She's not asking if you're lonely, she's asking if you're available. A strong response shows balance. You enjoy your independence, but you're also open to meaningful connection. Something like, you value your own time, but you appreciate good company when it's right. That signals stability, not neediness, not distance. The second question is, what are you looking for right now? Again, this isn't small talk. It's an emotional evaluation. She's trying to understand your direction. If a man responds with confusion or says he's just going with the flow, it often signals a lack of clarity, and that weakens attraction. A confident answer is simple and grounded. You might say, you're building a more meaningful phase of your life, or that you value purpose and genuine connection. clarity creates attraction. What many men over 50 don't realize is this: women aren't searching for perfection. They're looking for emotional presence, stability, and direction. When she asks if you spend time alone, she's testing your openness,